Hey there, fellow adventurers. We live in a world of high-tech gear and instant solutions, but what happens when the grid goes down, the battery dies, and you're back to relying on your own wits to survive? In this video, we'll dive into the tried-and-true survival techniques passed down through generations. These aren't just cool tricks, they're skills honed over centuries, a testament to human ingenuity and resilience. So ditch the fancy gadgets and get ready to embrace the rugged spirit of our ancestors. Fire. It's more than just warmth, it's a beacon of hope, a symbol of survival itself. Out here, forgetting your lighter isn't just an inconvenience, it can be life or death. But long before matches or lighters, there was flint and steel, a method as old as time itself, and trust me, it still works wonders. You need a sharp piece of flint, a steel striker, and a tinder nest that's dry and fluffy as a bird's nest. The key is to strike the flint against the steel, creating a spark that lands directly on your tinder. Gently blow on it, nurture it, and watch as it ignites the tinder into a flame. There's a primal satisfaction in creating fire this way, a connection to generations past who relied on this very skill. Get yourself a flint and steel set, gather some natural tinder, birch bark works a treat, and master this ancient technique. Out here in the wild, darkness can be a formidable enemy, but our ancestors found ingenious ways to push back the night. Long before flashlights and headlamps, they relied on a more primal source of light animal fat. After cooking meat, you're often left with rendered fat. Don't discard it. This precious liquid gold can be your ticket to illumination. Find yourself a shallow rock, a shell, or even a makeshift container. Soak a piece of cloth, or better yet, a twisted plant fiber in the melted fat, creating a makeshift wick. Light the wick and voila, you've got yourself a long-lasting natural candle. The flickering flame not only provides much-needed light, but also offers a sense of comfort and security in the darkest of hours. Preserving food is essential for any long expedition, and thankfully our ancestors cracked the code long ago with a humble ingredient: salt. Salt, my friends, is a natural wonder. It's been used for centuries to preserve meat, fish, and other perishables, allowing our ancestors to survive long winters and arduous journeys. Salt draws out moisture from food, creating an environment where bacteria struggle to thrive. Rub salt generously onto your meat or fish, ensuring every nook and cranny is covered. Then hang it to dry in a cool, well-ventilated area. The salt works its magic, drawing out moisture and inhibiting bacterial growth. In a survival situation, knowing how to preserve food with salt can be the difference between feasting and famine. It allows you to stretch your resources, making the most of your catch or kill. So, next time you're packing for an adventure, remember the power of salt. It's a taste of civilization in the heart of the wild. Imagine this. You're stranded, miles from civilization, with no way to call for help. Your hope dwindles with each passing hour. But wait, there's a glimmer in the distance, a helicopter. But how do you signal for help when you're lost in a sea of wilderness? Enter the signal mirror, a simple yet incredibly effective tool that's been saving lives for centuries. This pocket-sized savior uses the power of the sun to reflect light, creating a blinding flash that can be seen for miles, even on the cloudiest of days. Start by finding the reflection of the sun on your hand. Then, slowly, bring the mirror up to your eye, aligning the reflection with the gap between your fingers. Aim the reflected light towards your target. Whether it's a search and rescue plane, a distant road, or even a fellow hiker, a well-aimed signal mirror can be your lifeline in a survival situation, a beacon of hope that cuts through the vastness of the wilderness. Out in the wild, shelter is non-negotiable. It's your sanctuary from the elements, a place of refuge when the going gets tough. And while modern tents and tarps are fantastic, knowing how to build a shelter using only natural materials is a skill worth mastering. A classic lean-to, for instance, requires nothing more than a sturdy branch propped against a tree and a covering of leaves, bark, or pine boughs. This basic structure provides much-needed protection from wind, rain, and even sun. For a more insulated shelter, consider building a debris hut. This involves creating a framework of branches and then piling leaves, grass, and other natural debris on top, creating a surprisingly warm and cozy den. Remember, the thicker the insulation, the warmer you'll be. Building a shelter is about more than just physical protection. It's about creating a sense of security and control in the face of the unknown. We all know that staying hydrated is crucial for survival, but out here in the wild, finding clean, drinkable water is only half the battle. You need to make sure it's safe from harmful bacteria and pathogens, and that's where the magic of boiling comes in. Now, you might not always have a pot or kettle handy, but fear not. Our ancestors discovered a brilliant method for boiling water using nothing more than hot stones and a container. First, find a container. A sturdy bark bowl, a hollowed-out log, or even a waterproof bag will do the trick. Fill it with water from your source. Next, build a fire and heat some stones in the embers. Using tongs or a makeshift handle, carefully transfer the hot stones into your water-filled container. The heat from the stones will transfer to the water, bringing it to a rolling boil and killing off those nasty microbes. Out here, finding food is all about resourcefulness. Sometimes the wilderness throws you a curveball and you've got to improvise. Let's talk about fishing, but forget the fancy rods and reels. We're going old-school, crafting fishing gear from nature itself. First things first, you need a hook. Sharpen a piece of bone, a thorn, or a sturdy twig. Next, create a fishing line using strong plant fibers or shoelaces. Think like a fish. Worms, grubs, and insects are always a good bet. Thread your bait onto your hook, cast your line, and wait. Catching a fish with tools you've crafted is incredibly rewarding. It's a primal connection to our ancestors, a reminder we can provide for ourselves in the wild. Out here, injuries are par for the course. A scraped knee, a minor burn, or even a cut can quickly become infected if not treated properly. But fear not, fellow adventurers, for nature provides its own medicine cabinet, brimming with plants possessing remarkable healing properties. Take yarrow, for instance. This unassuming plant, with its feathery leaves and delicate white flowers, is a powerhouse of healing. Crush the leaves to release their juices and apply them directly to cuts and wounds to stop bleeding and promote healing. Then there's aloe vera, a succulent savior for burns and skin irritations. Simply break open a leaf and apply the soothing gel directly to the affected area. The cooling sensation and anti-inflammatory properties of aloe vera will work wonders in calming and healing your skin. Remember, while these natural remedies can be incredibly effective, it's crucial to identify plants correctly before using them medicinally. Knowing how to harness the healing power of plants can be a game changer in a survival situation. Out in the wilderness, finding food often means becoming the hunter, and that requires mastering the ancient art of tracking. Animals leave behind a trail of clues, footprints, scat disturbed vegetation, and learning to decipher these signs is essential for successful hunting. Start by observing the ground. Look for footprints. The distinct shape, size, and depth can tell you a lot about the animal that made them. Follow the tracks, paying attention to the direction and pattern. Is the animal moving with purpose, or is it meandering? Next, examine the scat. Animal droppings are like nature's calling cards, revealing not only the type of animal, but also its diet and recent whereabouts. Fresh scat is a good sign that you're on the right track. Look for other signs of animal activity, disturbed vegetation, broken branches, even feathers or fur. Tracking is like solving a puzzle, piecing together clues to paint a picture of an animal's movements. Out here, a sturdy rope is more than just a tool, it's a lifeline. From building shelters to securing gear, a reliable rope is essential for any adventurer. But what happens when your trusty rope snaps? You improvise by tapping into nature's fibers. Plants, bark, even roots can be transformed into strong cordage. The inner bark of trees, like willow or cedar, is ideal. It's pliable, available, and tough. Harvest the bark carefully to avoid damaging the tree. Separate the inner bark from the outer bark. Twist and braid it to create a stronger cord. Plant fibers like nettles or yucca work too. Soak and twist them to form durable cordage. Keep twisting and adding fibers for strength. Mastering rope making lets you create lifelines from nature. So there you have it, 10 old-fashioned survival hacks that are still as relevant and effective today as they were for our ancestors. These skills are more than just tricks. They're a testament to human resilience, ingenuity, and our deep connection with the natural world. Practice building a fire with flint and steel, crafting a natural shelter, or identifying a medicinal plant. Share your experiences in the comments below. Let's keep these ancient skills alive and inspire others to embrace the wild within.